In the heart of Washington, D.C., behind guarded gates and iconic white columns, stands a building that has witnessed the rise of a nation, a place where decisions are made that shape the future of the world. This is the White House. Its story begins in 1792, when construction started under the vision of architect James Hoban. Chosen through a design competition, Hoban's plan reflected elegance, strength, and simplicity, qualities the young United States hoped to embody. Built using Acacia Creek sandstone and painted white to protect the stone, the structure would soon earn its famous name. By the year 1800, the building was ready, though far from complete. John Adams became the first president to move in. At the time, many rooms were unfinished, and the vast halls felt cold and empty. Abigail Adams, the First Lady, famously used one of the large rooms to hang laundry, a humble beginning for what would become the most powerful residence in the world. But the White House's early years were marked by turmoil. In 1814, during the War of 1812, British forces marched into Washington, D.C. in an act that shocked the young nation. They set the White House ablaze. Flames consumed the interior, destroying years of work in a single night. Only the scorched outer walls remained standing, a symbol of both destruction and resilience. Determined to rebuild, the United States turned once again to James Hoban. By 1817, the White House had been restored, stronger and more refined than before. Over the decades, it continued to evolve, reflecting the growth of the nation itself. As America expanded, so did the needs of its leadership. In the early 20th century, Theodore Roosevelt made a defining change. He officially named it the White House in 1901 and began modernizing its structure. To create more working space, the West Wing was added, a separate area for presidential offices. It would later house one of the most recognizable rooms in the world, the Oval Office. Yet, beneath its grand appearance, the building faced hidden problems. By the mid-20th century, years of renovations had weakened its structure. Floors sagged, walls cracked, and the building was on the verge of collapse. In 1948, Harry S. Truman made a bold decision, to completely gut and rebuild the interior while preserving the historic exterior. For nearly 4 years, the White House was transformed into a modern, reinforced structure, ensuring its survival for generations to come. Today, the White House is far more than a residence. It is a complex and highly secure facility, covering 18 acres of land. Inside, there are 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, 6 levels, and hundreds of staff members working behind the scenes. It includes state dining rooms, libraries, situation rooms, and even a private movie theater. But perhaps what makes the White House truly extraordinary is not its size or design, it is what happens inside. It is here that presidents make decisions during times of war and peace. It is here that world leaders meet, alliances are formed, and history is written in real time. In the modern era, the White House has adapted to a rapidly changing world. Advanced surveillance systems and layered security measures protect it 24 hours a day. Cutting-edge communication technology allows instant connection with leaders across the globe. Under Joe Biden, the White House continues to serve as the center of global decision-making. From addressing climate change and economic challenges to managing international conflicts, its role remains as critical as ever. At the same time, efforts have been made to make the White House more accessible to the public. Virtual tours, digital archives, and social media have opened its doors to millions around the world, allowing people to experience its history like never before. Yet, despite all its modernization, the essence of the White House remains unchanged. It is still a symbol of democracy, of leadership, and of resilience. From the ashes of fire in 1814, to the high-tech command center it is today, the White House stands as a living monument to the American story. A place where history is not just remembered, but made. And as the world continues to change, one thing remains certain: the story of the White House is still being written.